Hey guys, what is up? I'm Max.
I'm Wenji,
and welcome back to Reacticorns. Hey.
What?
You poked my cheek.
Because it's cute.
Okay, that's okay then. Today, we are celebrating the union of two unicorns coming together.
Well, but we're together every day.
Yeah, but we're celebrating it today because the likelihood of two unicorns finding each other and coming together is an amazing coincidence. Are you not impressed by this, guys? Like, I'm impressed by it.
You did it so obviously that time. It ruined the magic.
There was no magic to be ruined. But speaking of coincidences, today we're going to be checking out some amazing coincidences that you won't believe actually happened. Like two unicorns
Stop it.
coming together.
I can't look at that again. No more.
Alright, here we go. 112 men died during the Hoover Dam project. The first one was on December the 20th, 1922. His name was J.G. Tierney. The last one was on December 20th as well, 1935. 13 years to the day, Patrick Tierney died and he was J.G.'s son.
Oh no.
That's
so
crazy.
sad. Why do you have to start off with the sad one? Sounds like a curse.
Same day of the same month, but 13 years apart, and it was father and son. Dang, that is unlucky.
I think you mean damn. Hoover Dam.
Can I cancel myself right now?
Why was the best joke ever?
We
I
got
have a
language.
great sense of Hoover.
It's sometimes physically painful to sit next to this one. Alright, next one. Here we have twins separated at birth, and each of them never realized they had a twin. Apparently both men were adopted and both were named James.
Oh, wow.
One became a security guard and the other became a deputy sheriff.
Oh, wow.
So they're both like in the same kind of line of work.
Yeah, and their different parents looked at the face and just thought, James.
Both Jameses then went on to marry women, both named Linda.
Whoa. I have a theory that old Jens marry Ben, so I guess old James marry Lindas.
Okay, alright, well, I know a James that didn't marry a Linda, so I've already disproven your theory.
Well, they weren't, part of this twin group, so he was just left out.
To move on, both had a son, one named James Allen, and the other, Alan James. Oh my god.
What?
That is crazy.
What are the chances of that happening?
Not just like what are the chances of that happening, but like there were several things there that were like crazy coincidental.
Does that mean we were just born to be like us? Like we had no choice? It was just in our genes?
Maybe everything was predetermined. When I was born, I was destined to become Blue Unicorn.
And I was destined to become Pink Unicorn.
Yeah, maybe it's fate.
Well, if you read our story time of how we met each other.
Oh yes.
It is quite destined.
Check it out on her main channel if you haven't seen it. It's a story of how we met for the first time, and yeah, it sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, search Wenji story time to find the video. I love how we just turned that whole thing into a story about us.
Oh dude, I didn't even realize. Look, it keeps going. Each had a dog, both named it Toy.
What?
Both got married again, and both to women named Betty.
What?
Both were heavy smokers and drove the same car, and even took vacations to the same Florida beach.
Wow. So I guess your genes determine the car you drive, the women you marry, and also when you divorce.
And also the pet names that you call it Toy.
Well, we called our pet Boomba. So what is that?
That just means our pet was destined to be called Boomba, okay? There's no other way about it.
That's crazy.
That is even more crazy. It just got crazy.
I feel like I don't believe this story.
It almost sounds fake now. They've just done too much.
I feel like this is not a real story.
Well, it's real. You know why? Because the internet said so. You saw it on the internet.
Which means it's probably not real.
Edgar Allan Poe wrote a book called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket.
That's a very long name.
Apparently, a ship sinks, 4 men survived, but ended up starving and ate a cabin boy named Richard Parker.
Okay, that's very specific, but thank you for the
Very
hypnosis.
strange book and subject matter.
Spoiler alert, guys. If you ever wanted to read it, we just ruined it for you.
Yeah, if you guys ever wanted to read the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket.
We just spoiled it, sorry.
I, for some reason, feel like we didn't spoil anything for anyone. Anyway, Poe said it was based on real life events, which wasn't actually true at the time. 46 years later, a yacht sank, and 3 of the 4 survivors also ate the cabin boy, whose name was Richard Parker. What?
Maybe it came to him in a vision.
He's a psychic.
Yeah, and he saw the future
Dude,
of one specific event about 4 sailors being stranded and eating a cabin boy, which...
That's crazy. And the fact that he said it was based on real life events as well makes it even more crazy, because he may have believed it. Like,
yeah.
Dude.
He knows things
He
that
knows.
we don't know. But that means all his predictions have already come true, so I guess you won't learn anything from reading his
No, this happened 46 years after he read his book.
Yeah, but that means by now, we're so into the future.
Oh, well, you don't know. Maybe he wrote other books that it hasn't happened yet. It's not always going to be 46 years, I assume.
Maybe we need to read his book.
Yeah, glimpse into the future. In Detroit, sometime in the 1930s, a young, if incredibly careless mother must have been internally grateful to a man named Joseph Figlock. As Figlock was walking down the street, the mother's baby fell from a high window onto Figlock. The baby's fall was broken and both man and baby were unharmed. A stroke of luck on its own, but a year later, the very same baby fell from the very same window onto poor unsuspecting Joseph Figlock as he was again passing beneath, and again they both survived the event.
Okay, double falling baby.
The only conclusion I can draw from this is that the mother needs to keep an eye on her baby. Stop letting it fall out of a window. Like, that is just poor mother shit.
Why would you put a baby on the window? And also, Joseph must have just be really into his routines because he exactly walks the exact same places at the exact same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. The Simpsons predicted Trump. This quote was from an episode in the year 2000.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
Oh, wait, the writer of the episode, Dan Greeny, has acknowledged it. That just seemed like the logical last stop before hitting bottom, he said. It was pitched because it was consistent with the vision of America going insane.
Oh no!
And look, they even have like a Simpsons version of Trump being president.
America, you can be my ex-wife. What
That's
a random thing.
crazy.
That means America's gone crazy. We're
It's
at the
like-
last stop.
It's so funny because like in The Simpsons they were like, yeah, this is literally like the bottom of the barrel, right?
Yeah, and it's like...
And they probably assumed it would never happen.
And it was a joke,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. Just goes to show how much trouble we're all in. You know? Anthony Hopkins was preparing for a role in The Girl from Petrovka. He wanted to study the original book before filming began and couldn't find it anywhere. One day, whilst on the subway, he found a copy on the carriage he was in. When he met the author said he didn't have one either because he'd lent it to a friend who'd then lost it on the subway.
Whoa.
So he went and actually found that same copy that the author of the book lent to his friend who left it on a carriage in the subway.
Many separations of coincidence.
And then Anthony Hopkins just happened to be the lead actor in this movie. Oh my god.
Who found the book?
Dude, some of these things you just can't make up.
I'm not believing half these stories. They're so coincidental. I'm like, these aren't real. These can't happen, right? Really?
In the 1920s, American novelist Anne Parrish found one of her childhood favorites, Jack Frost and Other Stories, whilst browsing bookstores in Paris. She showed the book to her husband and told him about how she had loved the book as a child. Upon opening the book, he saw an inscription on the flyleaf that read, Anne Parrish, 209 North Weber Street, Colorado Springs. It was her book.
Oh, she bought her own book back.
Wait, but she's American. She had this book when she was a child, and then she found her same book in Paris, like that many years later, whilst browsing a bookstore.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's not a big coincidence if it was in the same city. It went cross country.
The book went traveling.
Yeah.
It took a holiday to
And-
Viva la France.
And in 1920s as well. That's quite a trek to be having in that time.
Yeah. The founder of the Ferrari company, Enzo Ferrari, died on August 14, 1988. A little later, in October 15, 1998, Mesut Özil was born. This is them side by side.
Whoa.
Oh, no way.
They look so similar.
You think like his spirit was like reincarnated as the same guy?
Well, some people believe that if someone dies coincidentally and something else is born around the same time, that could happen.
So there was like a 2-month gap. So basically this guy's spirit, Ferrari's spirit, was like kind of lost for 2 months, just kind of floating like,
That's exactly
like-
what he looked
like,
like.
what am I doing?
This is what the guy that invented Ferrari looks like.
Dutch cyclist Martin de Jong escaped 2 plane crashes in his life by chance. He was meant to be on missing Malaysia Airline Flight 370 before taking a flight that left 1 hour earlier.
Whoa.
Oh dude, that's already lucky. He was also supposed to be on Malaysia Airlines Flight 17, which was shot down in Ukraine in 2014, but he had
Whoa.
changed to a different flight in order to save money.
Oh, go! Frugalness can save your life.
Dude.
And also, you should stop trying to buy Malaysian
Malaysian
Airlines
Airlines.
tickets.
Oh my gosh.
You think you'd learn from the first time.
Wait. Do we have any Malaysia Airline flights?
I
coming
have
up?
traveled Malaysia Airlines because I was being cheap, but I'm alive because I was cheap.
Honestly, like these 2 crashes of Malaysia Airlines, but they've probably flown like 5,000 flights like in the meantime and haven't crashed. But you just hear about the 2 and you're like, oh no. I'm still scared though. Anyway guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode where we talked about some amazing coincidences, including one of them being pink unicorn and blue unicorn coming together as one.
You just had to do it one last time before we leave.
Anyway guys, we'll be back again tomorrow with another episode.
And hopefully we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, love you.